Hello and welcome back to the Touchline Podcast. As you all know, the England squad came out the other day ahead of the World Cup in a couple of weeks, and I think we're just going to go over it, see what we think of it, give our opinions.
Everyone's thoughts on it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I think we'll just go straight into it. In goal, obviously, we all know that Aaron Ramsdale, Nick Pope, and Jordan Pickford.
I think if anyone doesn't agree with
I don't
this,
think anyone disagrees with this.
Yeah.
It's such a stat.
You need to get your head checked, really, if you don't agree with that.
Any surprises for you, Theo?
Not for me personally.
Right,
I know who I'll have starting though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Defenders, we have Trent Alexander-Arnold, Connor Cody, Eric Dyer, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Trippier, Carl Walker, and Ben White. It's quite the list.
It's quite the list. I'm not sure about Dyer, Cody, and Maguire.
But first of all, should we talk about who's missing from the list? William, who do you think's missing from the list?
For me, Tomori, he's got to be there. He's the only one for me that's just missing out. He's got to be there.
And who would you have him over?
Connor Cody, probably.
Really?
Not Harry Maguire.
No, I'd
Not
say
Harry
over
Maguire.
Dyer. Over the way Cody's performed this year in the Everton defence, I'd say,
Well, it depends
he
on the
deserves
format.
to
If
be on
you're
the
playing a
plate.
back three, I would happily play Dyer in a back three.
Do you think? I'd rather have Cody.
I'd rather have Cody as
I'd
well. He's
rather
more
have
experienced in there as well.
We're just going to gloss over Harry Maguire completely.
And
Yeah, we
I
are.
think we all knew Harry Maguire was going to go.
But can we all agree that we think he shouldn't be in there because he's an absolute clown? Did you
I would
watch?
agree with
Did you watch him
Dyer.
last night?
Yeah, he was awful.
He was
Yeah.
dreadful.
I would agree that Southgate has no reason to pick him at all, but he clearly has his favourites.
Yeah.
And I
Do
don't
we
think
all
he's.
think Tomori should be in there? All four of us?
I'm not sure.
I do.
I'm going to be honest. I haven't watched him a lot in the last 2 years.
And the only
other
time I
than-
have watched him is against Chelsea.
Chelsea, where
got
he
sent
was-
off in own goal in the other leg.
Yeah,
So,
and
was a little
it
too-
wasn't a great performance.
You know who I do think actually should be in the shout, because I'm a bit concerned about the left back position. I think Mitchell should have been picked.
Yeah.
You got Trippier to cover though.
Yeah,
But-
but he's going to be starting every game for
Well,
England
maybe
at right
Trent will
back.
start.
But
No,
Because if we're playing a back five, you could happily play Trent right
Well,
back.
can I put in a little word for Trent? He should not be in that squad. There is no way he should be in that
Yeah, but
squad.
who are you
not in the
replacing
squad.
with?
Who are you replacing?
I don't know, but all I know. Okay, no. This is all I'm going to say. Trent shouldn't be starting at the World Cup, and he shouldn't play at the World Cup because he's not good enough at defending, especially in a knockout tournament. So therefore, I wouldn't have him in the squad. I don't really care who it is, but he's not starting.
Even in a back five?
No, doesn't
Running
matter.
back?
No.
Because you're still
Less
getting pushed
offensive
back.
capability.
You're still getting pushed
But
back.
when you have Carl Walker covering him at right centre back, it's
Perfect. Is that not
less
perfect?
of a problem.
I don't care, and also the form he's been on is dreadful anyway.
Carl Walker's
Anyway,
lost
that's
his
my
legs.
opinion.
I
though.
think we should move on. Everyone
Yeah.
has their own opinions, and we'll move on to the midfield.
So, Louis, why don't you read it out?
So we the obvious picks:
Just go through
Declan
the
Rice, Jude Bellingham, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, and then Conor Gallagher and Jordan Henderson.
So not many midfielders, or they put Maddison as an attacker, didn't they?
Yeah.
But we'll get onto that.
Yeah.
We'll get on to that later.
My main man.
Right. Louis.
So,
Maybe that's.
can I start?
yeah, I
No
think
James-
William, you can give your thoughts.
No James Ward-Prowse?
Ooh.
Is that a surprise?
That's a big. No Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
I would happily have Ruben Loftus.
Well, we're not talking about Ruben
I
Loftus.
like the Gallagher pick. I think he's very dynamic.
I don't like
think
it.
he can, his ability to play in cam, centre mid, come on, make a difference. I think he does that
If
for
you want
Chelsea.
someone to come and make a difference, Abira Eze.
I mean, I've
He's the
looked.
perfect person to make an impact.
No,
I might have a bit
too
of bias.
inexperienced.
Can you just show them the badge? Show
I
them
might
the
have a
badge.
bit of bias, but
Well, he doesn't
It's
currently-
the wrong side there.
I mean, I've looked at Gallagher this season, and he's been pretty poor for Chelsea
Yeah.
when he's played, and he hasn't played a lot. So I don't.
it's been alright.
I
I
don't-
think that's harsh. He had a bad couple first games. He obviously got sent off. But since then, he's been alright when he's come on. He's started a few games.
He doesn't
He's
deserve.
scored that goal.
He doesn't deserve.
He doesn't
to be
deserve
in
a call
the
up.
squad.
That goal.
Yeah.
But Henderson hasn't been at it.
Henderson
either.
shouldn't be there.
Henderson's
I
just
agree.
one of those
Henderson
players
should
No,
be
that.
I think he should be there because I
Henderson
also
should be there.
yeah.
I'd have
it's
Eze and James Ward-Prowse in for Henderson and Gallagher. That's what I'd
Let's
do.
be sharp.
It's
JWP hasn't been at it though.
I don't think James Ward-Prowse necessarily deserves to
Yeah,
be in
I
the team
agree.
either. He
I
hasn't
agree.
been great this
More than
season.
Gallagher.
Oh yeah, more than Gallagher, but anyone more than Gallagher because he's been
No,
dreadful
I don't-
this season.
I don't-
The only other
Okay,
option
not
is James
dreadful,
Ward-Prowse.
But I don't think you bring on Ward-Prowse and he makes a difference. I think Gallagher gives you a fresh set of legs
Yeah,
that
but
can run
that's
around
not-
the pitch,
but
dominate.
that's not who
Quality on the ball. Ward-Prowse.
That's not who.
Gallagher.
Yeah, that's not who Ward-Prowse is. He's there to stabilise your shit.
Exactly, but we not unless you're starting.
But I disagree. I think Ward-Prowse could make a difference. We talk about his set pieces, but that is, that does matter. When you come on with a player that has a set piece in him, that good, it
Yeah.
matters.
I
So
hate that
He
argument.
can
But I-
dictate play, unlike Gallagher and Henderson.
Yeah.
And Henderson maybe,
At
but
the same time, I wouldn't just put him in the team because he can take a good corner
Yeah.
and a good free kick.
Yeah,
It doesn't
memes have
justify
been
him
flowing
being into a
about
team.
anyone else that you think's missed out?
Mason Mount, should he be there?
Okay, shut up. Of course, should be there.
Moving
Should he
on.
start?
The Calvin Phillips thing, I think, is odd on Twitter.
Yeah, a lot of people have been
Yeah.
saying Calvin Phillips doesn't deserve to be there.
He's still.
He may not deserve to be there.
No, he
He
deserves
obviously
to be
should.
there.
He's a top player.
It's just the fact that he hasn't played any Premier League football this season, but that's ridiculous.
He's the third best midfielder we have, so therefore he should
I
be there.
agree.
It's just about fitness.
Depends
That's all
if you
it's
count
about.
And-
Madison as a midfielder.
When
So he's
Rice,
talking about,
if Rice or Bellingham gets injured, you have to have Calvin
Yeah,
Phillips.
yeah.
in the
Yeah,
team.
you don't want to be
Don't want
playing
Hendo.
Gallagher, Hendo.
Exactly.
So I
Right.
think he has to go. I
Should
think
we
that's
move
the
on to
right
the
pick.
forwards?
I respect Southgate. I like the squad.
Move on to the
Yeah,
forwards.
let's move on to the forwards. So we have Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, James Maddison, Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka, Raheem Sterling, and Callum Wilson. Now, I would like to start with the Callum Wilson pick. And
Louis,
Lou,
you're
would
up,
you like
mate.
to give us your thoughts on that? What's that guy's name? The guy who plays for
I'm
Brentford?
absolutely devastated that Ivan Toney has not been picked into this side. I think it's ridiculous. I'm not going to go into how good he is.
I
but
tend to agree.
personally, I think, although Wilson is good, maybe coming on for the last 20 minutes, he can have that impact because he's a great finisher. If Kane gets injured, Tony is the most similar player
I
to
agree.
Harry Kane and the best
Is that
replacement
what you want?
for 90
I agree.
minutes.
I agree. He's most similar, and maybe over 90 minutes you want him.
Yeah.
But I think you can't just bring him just in case Kane gets injured. You want someone on
I
for
have-
the last 20 minutes.
Do you know why though?
But then you've got Rashford. You
do have
know,
Rashford.
make an impact
You do
up
have
front.
Yeah, coming off the bench and he was so.
Do
good
you
last
need
season.
Wilson when you have Rashford to put him up front?
And
No,
also-
you don't.
And you're ignoring the obvious thing with Tony. He hasn't missed a penalty in like 25 years.
People don't deep that enough. I
Yeah,
think that's a good
it matters.
point. I think that
Yeah.
matters.
Because in the Euro final, we bought on Rashford, Sancho, and Saka. They all
that was
missed
just stupid.
penalties.
People just say that because
You bring on Ivan Toney. There's no doubt in my mind he
No.
scores that penalty. He doesn't miss it.
Also, the way England play, we're very likely to have a penalty shootout.
Yeah.
We're so
That's
defensive
true,
these days.
yeah.
It's so
But I
often
think-
0-0 or 1-1.
But I think Callum Wilson's the perfect super sub.
I think
Aside
he's
from
a
Rashford,
perfect
who
super sub.
Yeah.
I'm
Not-
so happy Rashford is in that
I
squad
could-
because coming off the bench, he's going to be
He deserves to be
sauce.
there.
He's going to be so good.
Running
I'm so
in behind
excited.
Marcus
Oh,
Rashford.
he's rapid. He's so
Henry,
good, and his finishing is incredible.
There are certain arguments for him to start.
I
He
wouldn't
could.
mind him starting.
Do you know what?
on
He
left
could
wing.
start
I
because
wouldn't mind
Raheem
him
Sterling has not been on it. Phil Foden,
Left
I'm not
wing for
sure.
England never done it really.
but Rashford, he's a new man this season.
Maybe.
He's got it in him.
Got
right.
ice in his veins.
Anyway, overall,
Should we have
what's
a-
everyone's thoughts on the squad?
No, but I think we need to have a little chat.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
like-
let's just have a little chat about James Maddison.
I think-
I think we
Okay,
should give this one to
fine,
Theo
fine,
because he's
fine.
been an advocate for the man for a long time. Or what are your
I'm
thoughts?
he's either starting on the right mid or he's starting at camp for me. One of the two. He's got to start.
So you would start him at
He's
right
got
mid ahead of
or
Bukayo
camp.
Saka?
Yeah,
I think that's
ahead of
ridiculous.
Bukayo Saka or ahead of Mount. One of the two. He has got to start.
Is that how important you think?
He is the second most informed player in that team apart from Kane, and he is easily one of the most creative.
Is that what we need going into the World Cup? Because we've been very, like in our international games, we've been so poor. Do we need that dynamic player to
We
come
need
in who's on
creativity.
form?
That's what we need.
Yeah.
That's why I would play Trent, because we just need
No,
creativity.
but he hasn't been on form. You'd rather have someone like Maddison
He's
come
the
in.
best
He's on
right
fire.
back in the world. He's the most creative right back in the world.
Best right back in the
He's
world.
one of the most
Come
creative
on.
players in the world, just full stop.
I'm
But
not
Madders,
sure.
Madders, you know there's going to be an
Yeah, you
impact.
do.
know there's going to be individually.
Trent.
You know, yeah, but Trent has obvious holes. Maddison doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, I think we could talk about this for a while. I think we'll just, get everyone's, overall thoughts on the squad. Personally,
Theo, were you happy with the squad as a whole? Did you look at it and go, that's a good squad?
That's
You
my
know what?
team.
I'm not going to say I was happy, but I wasn't disappointed.
I
Yeah,
was.
that's a good.
I like that.
I think that's a good way.
Do you know
of
what?
putting it.
Should we end the video on that note?
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed, to be honest.
No, I disagree.
I tell you what, for Southgate and what I thought he was going to pick, I was like, okay, that's better than what I thought he was going to pick.
Yeah.
However, I would have made about 4 changes.
I was very
That's what-
surprised with that squad. The Maddison inclusion, I didn't think
He
he
had
was
to
going
be
to do
included.
that.
He had to.
But I think because
So-
you wanted Tony in so much. For me, I wanted Wilson in, so I'm
Yeah.
happy. Wilson, Rashford, who was the other one who
Just
was in there?
midfield, Gallagher and Henderson.
And Maddison. Having Wilson, Rashford and Maddison especially, that's key.
But
Having
overall-
those sort of form
overall,
players.
I'm happy.
And Ben White as well.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
that's
very
fair as
worried
well.
that
Yeah,
Ben
that's a good
White.
choice. Hopefully, he starts at centre back next
Yeah.
to Stones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, should
Right.
we wrap that up?
I think we'll wrap it up
What are your thoughts on the England squad?
Leave them in the comments down below.
and subscribe.
See you in the next one.
Goodbye.
Thank you.